Hardbodies, hardbodies. I hope you like butts and boobs and bikinis. Hardbodies, hardbodies. That's the theme song for Hardbodies. This is a movie about hardbodies. That guy should do every theme song for every movie. Sophie's Choice. Oh, no. Sophie's Choice. You won't be believing the choice that Sophie's choosing. Sophie's Choice. Sophie's Choice. Don't you do this to me, Joanne. The boy has a home here. Kramer versus Kramer. Kramer. Not that Kramer. I guess you could think of Michael Richards' Meltdown as a bit of a Kramer versus Kramer. That was a bit of an internal struggle. Really, the plot of the movie is these three middle-aged guys. Mm-hmm. They come to the beach and they're like, all right, we're rich now and we've spent our lives building our careers. Mm-hmm. And also, I guess they're all divorced. They're like, we have come to the beach to try to sleep with young women.
What?
And they're wearing suits and they look out of place.
Okay.
One guy, so Ashby, it looks like a Texas guy. Mm-hmm. He kind of looks like Sean Connery with a cowboy hat on.
Nice.
And then there's Rounder, who looks like George Costanza.
Sounds like it.
And then there's just this average kind of guy named Hunter. He almost looks like a principal.
Okay.
So then they rent this nice house on the beach, from whence they will try to sleep with women.
All right.
So then this young guy, Scotty, I guess he's looking for money. He does not have a job. Mm-hmm. And he goes to their house of these old guys and he says, hey, you want to pay me to wash your car? And they're like, sure. He pulls back in with the car's, I guess, clean and it's full of women. And he's got one on each arm and he's kissing them. And then the old guys see this, who have been striking out. And they're like, oh, this young guy, he knows how to pick up women. Mm-hmm. So then he brings them in and they're like, could you teach us? They're like, how are you so good at women? Mm-hmm. And he's like, well, I don't pick them up. I dialogue.
Excuse me?
He has all these terms he invented. He goes like, I dialogue with them, and then I give him the old BBD.
Oh, there what?
Which is when a bigger, better deal.
Oh.
These are all just synonyms for lying.
Yeah.
And they're like, can you teach us how to lie to women? And he's like, sure, anyone can lie to women. You just think of what the truth is and then say the opposite.
Yeah.
And he's like, will you teach us? And then the one guy says, you can live with us if you teach us how to get women.
All right.
And then he says, are you, okay, now real quick, are you guys
what?
He's like, what are you guys And it's so funny is the one guy, I don't think this is on purpose. The one guy is wearing tiger print short shorts.
Come on.
And he's like, why would you even think that? Oh, and then he says like, we're going to get some Hardbodies. And they're like, what could that possibly mean?
I want to know.
And he's like, that's the hot little women on the beach.
All right.
But he's like, for our purposes here, let's just think of them as bodies.
Like mannequins.
Don't even look them in the eyes. Yeah. Don't even look up at their heads. If you look at their heads, they win.
No.
The past was doing its best.
That's the theme song.
Leave them alone. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. They were doing their best.